delighted to be in Councilwoman Madonna Flood's district back here, also a proud graduate here as well. So let's give it up for the Councilwoman. Thank you. All right, so when you think about the big picture, the job of the mayor in any city is to make sure that all of the constituents of the city reach their full human potential, so they can be walking around shining like the sun, is what Thomas Merton said, with all their potential. But for that to happen, our citizens have got to have the necessary support, resources, and encouragement to get there. And so that's one of the reasons why we launched our Cradle to Career initiative in 2015. That was a comprehensive approach to lifelong learning from cradle all the way through to career, to make sure that everybody had success in career and life. And so the ultimate goal of Cradle to Career is to create this virtuous cycle of success where good education leads to good jobs, and those jobs then pay good wages naturally, and that leads to more good education, which again leads to good jobs, healthy families, and the kids start the cycle all over again. We have stable families in our community. And then a great global city is filled with safe and healthy and thriving neighborhoods. So that's a city where every young person looks forward to a future full of hope and possibilities and says, here's how I'm going to connect in and build a great future for myself. So today we're making another really big step to help make that vision a reality for young folks like the people that are in this room here today. I want to thank everybody from Southern High School for helping us stage this event. Matt, Mr. Principal, thank you so much for hosting us as well. So I'm excited to join everybody here today, students, educators, and workforce partners, to unveil the Career Calculator. And this is a new online tool that will help students, their parents, and job seekers plan for careers and chart the education they will need to good jobs with all the information that you might be curious about but you just can't easily find right now. So this valuable new resource, and naturally it's available for free, it can be found at careercalculator.org, careercalculator.org. So it contains jobs and education data for the Louisville region. And it's got all the latest information in one place, and it's super easy to understand as well. So the Career Calculator, the point of it is to help you all, as people are looking to change or get a new position in life, to make informed decisions, especially if you're thinking about where you're going to go to college, what you're going to study in college, what your career plans might be. And let's face it, this is one of the most important decisions that you're going to ever make in your life, and having the necessary information to make that decision just as plain good common sense, and it's going to impact your life and generations to come as well. So we talk about the student aspect of it, but it's also a great tool for parents as well to use with their children. It's also great for high school and college teachers and counselors to guide the students they advise with good, sound advice, and for adults of all ages to find help as they look at maybe switching careers, getting some type of new training to get a new job. So the question often is, how many of these positions are available and what does it pay? You'll find that all on the Career Calculator. As I mentioned, it's easy to use, and you don't have to be a high-tech expert to get on, but all of our students here are already that, I know, but it's really simple to use. So you can search by occupation, by college major, by income, and quickly see results. So let's say, for instance, someone is interested in being an accountant, and they'd want to know how many jobs are available in the Louisville area and what that would pay. What you would quickly find out by using the app is that the median annual wage, so the wage right in the middle, is about $58,000 a year. And so that's a good wage. That's well above our family supporting wage for a family of four of $45,000 here in Louisville. So lots of great information. I encourage you to check it out, and you're going to hear more about that here in a second. We developed this from scratch, and the Career Calculator was developed by our workforce partner, Kentuckiana Works. Eric Burnett was our leader behind this particular effort. Thank you, Eric, for doing that. And it all happened through a grant that was provided by the James Graham Brown Foundation. James Graham Brown does so many good things for our city, and this was really invaluable contribution and invaluable information. So please be sure to thank those folks when you see them. Now, the Kentuckiana Works team worked closely also with Jefferson County Public Schools to develop the Career Calculator because of the impact that it can have on connecting young people to education and career paths. So we got a specific economic development strategy in the city, and we know what kind of skills we need. We know how many jobs are open. We know what the jobs of the future are going to look like. So the dream is that you guys in high school are saying, if I want to stay and live and prosper here in Louisville, it would only make sense that I get skills in these areas. You find out what areas, you find out what kind of skills, how much it's going to pay, and then your life takes off. It's as easy as that. So this career calculator helps with that. So talk a little bit more about our partnership with JCPS. Our great superintendent, Donna Hargens, is going to share a few words with us. Dr. Hargens.
We're so glad you're here today in the Jefferson County Public School System, and I am so proud to be the superintendent of 101,000 students, but in particular today, the students at Southern High School. So here at Jefferson County, our vision is that all JCPS students graduate prepared, empowered, and inspired to reach their potential. So providing students with timely, accurate information that they can use to make decisions about their future is really important and part of that empowerment. So creating this opportunity so students can learn about the salary, the demand, and the growth of careers they are interested in will empower them to feel confident in the classroom and will give them the reason of, why do I need to learn this? What is it going to lead to? So the development of the career calculator fits with two of our values in Vision 2020. One is opportunity, the other is collaboration. So this calculator gives every one of our students the opportunity to have access to information at their fingertips. And the collaboration, as Mayor Fisher talked about, is evident because Kentuckiana Works saw a challenge, saw a need, that the information isn't out there in a usable format, and they answered the need for our students. So this type of partnership is fundamental to the success of our district. So I actually had an opportunity to sit with a group of middle and high school counselors as they were starting to see this amazing calculator. And the counselors were very clear about the challenges they face, the number of students, the different interests, the access to current information. And so they were really excited about this career calculator because we're really eager for all of our counselors to have this information at their fingertips and to integrate it into how they support students. So the other thing that this calculator does is gives our students the opportunity to learn and take information and data and charts and let them inform a career pathway for themselves and inform a decision about what they want to do with their future. So I can envision a world where every counselor, every administrator, every student is actually using this tool to get excited and inspired about what's possible. So a handful of our counselors got a preview, and that included the great counselor from Southern High School, Jessica English, who'll now share a bit about how she anticipates using this calculator with the students at Southern High School. Jessica.
Thank you, and for Mr. Hibbert and all the staff at Southern High, welcome Mayor Fisher, Dr. Hargens, Mr. Gritton, and all our other guests. I'm excited to be a part of the announcement of the career calculator this morning because as school counselors and educators, we need tools like the career calculator to help connect students to information that they can use to guide them in making the critical decisions regarding their post-secondary education and career pathways. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to work with a group of seniors on using the career calculator, and it really was amazing to see how their eyes were open to opportunities for the future as far as their career, majors in college, and just things that they wanted to do as far as their life in general. The website allowed them to gain knowledge about careers and connect it to real life. The option to save the website onto their cell phone's homepage and use it as an app was also something that they really loved because it allowed them to have it at their fingertips and use it maybe as they were preparing for an interview, for a career, or as they were going to a college fair to help compare colleges and different offerings. Again, thank you all for the opportunity to be one of the first groups of students and staff to use the career calculator, and we're really excited about the future of using it during our guidance lessons and just at our school in general for students. Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica. You know, we've got a city that's well known for innovation, so Principal Hibbert, and thank you guys for stepping up and being part of our pilot on this to help us develop this great program. So we appreciate that. And it's important that innovation is everywhere, and it's also important that we can communicate it as well. So we recently held a focus group with students and young professionals who were among the very first to try the career calculator. So as you can see in this short video, it's a 2-minute video, reaction was very positive, so we're encouraged about this. So let's watch this 2-minute video.
It was actually really easy to use. I just typed in what I wanted to be, and bam, everything I wanted was right there.
Psychology is up there more than I figured it would be.
I wish that I would have had a resource like this going into college.
I'm in the wrong field.
63 job postings in the last 90 days.
A new online tool is changing the way people in the Louisville region are charting their career paths.
It does a good job of linking together, you know, wages, job opportunities, majors, schools, and it kind of gives you a path. It does a very good job of keeping everything interconnected.
Local students and young professionals came to Code Louisville to use the career calculator for the first time.
So I've got to look up doctor. I'm really curious.
There are 16 people with the job that I want in this city right now.
Well, one of the first things I did, obviously, is went ahead and searched my major. Really showed that there was a lot of people in the area that graduated that major, but also that it is in relatively high demand. So it reinforced my decision a little bit.
It's pretty straightforward, I would say. You can search by major, by occupation, or by pay. And this is information that everybody needs. And it's compiled here in one area. I mean, it's an ease of access. It's perfect.
Wow, really? 3 years out of college? Oh, I should have said 60.
So if you look up an occupation and then you see, well, in 2004 they were doing all right, but now they're skyrocketing. That number is really valuable to me because it says that Louisville is getting a wider range of jobs, a wider range of experiences, and a wider range of people to fill those.
Being able to use this and see where I might be able to be in 5 years or 7 years was really, really valuable.
I think they should put it in schools, honestly, because if I had it back when I was in school, I probably have been on the road to what I want to be sooner.
Ready to chart your career path? Visit careercalculator.org.
All right, you guys ready to roll? Let's go. Yeah. And this is just such a practical tool. You know, it's just wonderful to see, and it's being put to good use already. So we're very, very excited about that. Now, you saw a lot of young folks in the video there. Again, they're in our Code Louisville class, so they're learning different software coding skills, but you also saw a few members of our Kentuckiana Works team in there as well. So as I mentioned, they led the development of this app. So I'd like to hear a few words from their executive director, Michael Gritton. Michael.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Superintendent and Principal Hibbert. We are honored to be here, and we love working for the mayor because he continues to throw challenges at both the staff and the board of Kentuckiana Works. I want to say a shout out to Tony Bond from Norton Healthcare from the board who's here. Tony, we appreciate that. And one of the challenges the mayor gave us maybe 3 years ago was he wanted us to create a signaling function, a signaling system that would basically put at people's fingertips the information that we kind of knew about what was happening in the economy. And I'm sorry it's taken us 3 years, but I'm pleased that what you're seeing in this Career Calculator app is the first of its kind in the country that we're aware of that puts this information in the fingertips of anybody that's either trying to ask these questions or trying to advise someone who's asking. As the father of 2 kids, 18 and 15, I really remember when they were little reading this book called Richard Scarry wrote it, and it's called What Do People Do All Day Long? And I'd love to be able to describe to them the different jobs people had, but as my kids got to be high school age, they would want to know, well, how much money do people make in this job? And I, the workforce director, had no easy way to answer that question for them. Now we do. So now if you're working with a kid or an adult who wants to go back to school and is thinking about being a teacher or a nurse or an engineer or a software programmer, right, or a welder or a construction worker, you can type these things in very easily, and what you see on the app is data for the 12-county area that we live in. So I want to be clear, this includes our friends in Southern Indiana. It includes our regional friends in Oldham and Bullitt County and others around the area, but we're giving them real-time data that will be updated as the new data comes out, and it's always going to be at their fingertips. So what we're really proud about at Kentuckiana Works is we hope we've met the challenge. We're sure the mayor will throw us a new one the next day because that's the way he likes to go. Well, what's the next thing? How can we make it better? But what's fun for us is it's the first of its kind in the country. It's giving people data based on our 12-county region. It's up to date, it's simple and easy, and now, at least for once, when somebody says, what do people do all day long, or what do they make, or whether I should major in this field or that field, you can pull up the data on your phone, on your iPad, on a computer, in a library, at a career center. All the people that help do that kind of advising now will have it at their fingertips, and we're really proud and happy that that's happening. So, Mr. Mayor, thanks for the challenge.
Well, I appreciate that. Kentuckiana Works answered the call. So Tony, Michael, Eric, thank you guys very much. And we know that, look, information is empowering. So now you've got this tool where you can say, I know what I'm doing, I know why I'm doing it, and I know what the reward is going to be. And that's why we make it a growing priority at Kentuckiana Works to gather and analyze workforce data. There is a lot going on in the global economy, and there's a huge amount going on in our local economy as well. So the more we can put all this information in one place for people to take a look at and understand it, it can make a huge difference in their lives. We've got to be intentional as we chart our path here in our city, and we are, and this is just another tool to help out. So the Career Calculator also is going to be a fixture in the network of Kentucky Career Centers that Michael talked about that we operate here in our community. So we're going to spread this out throughout the entire region with more information. So I mentioned that our city is well known throughout the country for the work that we're doing with innovation. We get recognized for that regularly, which is great. And as Michael said, we're always going to try to do something else as well. About 2 weeks ago, we announced the opening in September of the Louis Lab, which will be the first of its kind in the country for public innovation and partnering with CNET for a smart apartment run on the Internet of Things. So that's a cool new addition for our city as well. But earlier this year, this particular application or online tool that was recognized by the U.S. Conference of Mayors, which I'm a member of, and the USA Fund's 2016 National Education Pathways with a Purpose Awards. This is when we feel like we're really doing good work, when we get this type of national recognition. So Louisville and 2 other cities earned the awards for initiatives that help steer people to and through college and on to rewarding careers. So we said when we got one of those awards, we know that we're really doing the right thing, and Eric Burnett was there with me at the annual meeting this past summer to receive this recognition, and we're really delighted to have some of the folks from USA Funds with us here this morning. So Stephanie Nellens-Page is going to come up and share a few thoughts, and Stephanie, we just really appreciate the recognition and you all being here today. Please welcome Stephanie.
Thank you, Mayor Fisher, Dr. Harden, the students and faculty that are here today, Councilwoman. We are just delighted to represent, and I'm delighted to represent USA Funds today for your great work that you are doing in this community to promote educational and economic success in Louisville. With me this morning also are my colleagues from Education at Work, a USA Funds affiliate that employs college students in customer service call center jobs, providing participating students with both income and tuition assistance to help pay their college costs and equipping them with skills that will help them to get jobs when they graduate. Education at Work recently announced the opening of its 3rd campus-based center at Northern Kentucky University, and the center will eventually provide employment to more than 200 students. So thank you so much, Scott Blevins, for being here from Education at Work. USA Funds is just up the road a bit in Indianapolis, and it's a nonprofit organization that has been working to promote educational opportunities for the past 56 years. During the past 3 years, USA Funds has shifted its focus to what we call completion with a purpose, promoting completion of high quality education and training programs, but with a purposeful connection to employment and rewarding careers. Forward-looking mayors and other municipal leaders are recognizing the link between a well-educated citizenry and their communities' economic and social health. So USA Funds has partnered with the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and thank you so much, Megan, for being here today with us from the Conference of Mayors, to recognize communities that have invested in innovative initiatives to promote college and career readiness. We hope this recognition will spur other communities to adopt similar practices. Mayor Fisher's Cradle to Career initiatives creates a cycle of success by supporting good education with leads to good jobs, which allows employees to support their families, enabling good education, which again leads to good jobs. So we are just very much impressed with this app that's rolling out and hope that this will spur attention to what you're doing here in other cities. We'll have some good examples to follow. This work aligns very closely with USA Fund's vision of a better educated, more skilled population of students who are ready to succeed in the jobs that the local economy is producing. The ultimate goal is to prepare these students to pursue fulfilling careers so they are contributing to the economic and social vitality of the community. We're counting on you. The panel of outside judges that reviewed the applications from cities across the country for this award program was extremely impressed with this initiative. And as a result, they selected Louisville as the large city with a population greater than 500,000 to receive the 2016 U.S. Conference of Mayors USA Funds Pathways with a Purpose Award. There's a cash award that goes along with this recognition to continue this good work that you're doing here. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, management, and staff of USA Funds, I am delighted to present to you to continue your efforts around what you're doing, Mr. Mayor, and especially to the students, because you are our future, a $100,000 check to continue your work. Thank you.
Check here.
Good size check here.
Well, Stephanie and USA Funds really want to say thank you. We can get a lot done with $100,000. And a lot of the work we do with innovation, it does not cost a lot of money. It's more of a mindset and then some seed money to get things started or improvements to some of the tools that we have as well. So this money will be well spent and go a long way to our next Innovation Award. So I appreciate that. Great. Well, thanks everybody again. And I really do want to emphasize that it takes all of us to do this. So like the students here at Southern, you all participated to that. Principal Hibbert, again. I mean, it takes a whole community coming together to make these type of things happen. Kentuckiana Works, Louisville Forward, our board members, and that's how we do it as a community. So with that, I would just like to thank everybody for coming this morning, and we'll see you at the next event. Thanks, everybody.